So very good morning students. So the previous class, so we discussed about a dimensional formulas and problems and units also completed. Actually this is the chapter number 2 what we discussed in the previous classes, that is the chapter name is units and measurements. So in that units and the dimensional formulas is over. Now let us we are moving to next part. The part is related to what? It is the measurements, or which we can also call error. So this is the second part in the given second chapter. So the part is error or measurements. Now we'll see what is error or what is the measurements. So the error in the sense is, in general, I'll give you some definitions related to error and as well as different statements are there. See, I'll tell you one mistake is there. So what is mistake and what is error? See, error is different and mistake is different. You remember, error is different and mistake is different. Mistake in the sense is fault in the measurement. That's what the chapter name is, measurement. Fault in the measurement. Mistake is nothing but a fault in the measurement. Error in the sense is, you remember, error is nothing but a, suppose I'll tell you error, for related to error, if there is a one standard value. See, in the physics there is a standard value. I'll tell you, acceleration due to gravity, usually acceleration due to gravity small g is equal to 9.8 meter per second square. It is the standard and the average value, the value of 9.8, it is the standard, or it is, we can also call true. Suppose at a place, now we are measuring the g value. Now we are taking the g value at a given place. Suppose in the college only, now we are taking the g value. Suppose if I got a g value, suppose at a college, in the college I got it at 9.7, but standard is what? 9.8 standard, and it is an average value on the earth surface. See, at a given a place, if I measured a g value, therefore I got it at 9.7. So there is a difference is there. The difference between the standard and as per the measured value, standard and the measured value, so that we'll get what? Here the error, we can say error in the sense is, we can say the difference between the standard and as per the measured, or you say measured and a standard value, so that we may get 9.8 minus 9.7. So we may get the 0.1 is the error. That's what here you remember. Mistake in the sense is fault in the measurement. Mistake in the sense is fault in the measurement. But whereas error in the sense is, there is a error is, we can say standard and the measured value. The differences between measured or standard, the difference between the measured or standard, we can call as a error. That we can say error. Mistake and error is completely different. This is the very, very important, right? So we'll see the next one. We'll go for a next one. That is in this some other definitions are there, that we can say accuracy. See, ACCURACY. Sir, what is mean by accuracy? The accuracy in the sense is the closeness of a measured value. The closeness of a measured value. You remember, just now I told you error. Error in the sense is, that is the differences between measured value as per the standard. Now, what is mean by accuracy? Accuracy in the sense is the closeness of a measured value to the true value. Very close. Just now I was given g is equal to 9.8 is the meter per second square. This is the acceleration due to gravity on the surface of the earth. So now I am measured by using a one physical law, by using a one instrument, so that I may get, see, suppose we are getting 9.79 if I get like this. This is the very close to the standard value, right? Because 9.79 and 9.8 is nothing but a very close. That's what we can call as an accuracy. The closeness, you remember, the closeness of a measured value to the true value. See, for the true value which is very close, we can call as an accuracy. That's what here accuracy in the sense is the closeness of a measured value. We can take like the statement, the closeness, say a statement now I am giving, the closeness of a measured value, right? The closeness of a measured value measured value as per the measured value to the true value. Okay, this is we can call as a accuracy. That's what the example is. G you take 9.8 and measured value how much is it is 9.79, very close to the true value or very close to the standard value. That's what we can say accuracy. Accuracy, it is for 2 marks in IPE question. This is the 2 marks, the closeness of a measured value to the true value, which we can call as the accuracy, right? And another one is there, another statement also for 2 marks. This is also 2 marks. See, which is actually here is the precision is there. So precision. Sir, what is mean by precision? See, precision is nothing but suppose accuracy is nothing but the closeness of a measured value to the true value. Now, what is precision? Precision in the sense is the closeness of a repeated measurement. Now, you take a repeatedly you take a measurements with using by one physical quantity, by one instrument. We are measuring a one physical quantity. Suppose same G value. Here just now we got 9.79 no. Therefore, by using same instrument you take a repeated measurements. Same instrument. Suppose if I take a first value, therefore we'll get like this, G is equal to 9.79 is the one value. It is a first reading you say, and you go for a second reading. See 9 you say it is a 7, it is like this, and you take other 9.78. See, here using the same instrument we are taking the more number readings. That's what it is we can call repeated measurement. Repeated measurement by using the same instrument we may get the very close to the standard value. That's what we can call precision. The precision is nothing but the closeness of a repeated measurement of a physical quantity. The closeness of a repeated measurement of a physical quantity within a same instrument. We should use the same instrument so that we can call as a precision. It is also very, very important for 2 marks. Once again, I will repeat the statement. The closeness of a measured value, the closeness of a repeated measurements, the closeness of a repeated measurement of the physical quantity by using the same instrument is nothing but a precision. Precision, right? These are the 2 marks, very, very important, right? See, just now I told you mistake. Mistake in the senses. See, mistake in the senses. See, fault in the measurement. You remember, fault in the measurement is nothing but a mistake. And here error also finished. Therefore, error in the senses. Error is nothing but that we can say here the differences between true value as per the standard. True value, see the difference between true value as per the standard, as per the measured value. So this we can call as a error. Therefore, error is equal to, we can write like this, is equal to true value minus measured value. Okay, this is the error statement. And you remember error is we may get either a positive or a negative. See, both will chances are there, because sometimes if it is more value, suppose you are using the G value 9.8 no, by calculating the G value we may get a suppose a 9.9. Therefore, the true value is 9.8 and by measured that is 9.9 no, then we may get the error is negative. That's what you remember. Error rate is maybe positive or maybe negative. Error is maybe positive or maybe negative. So this is related to accuracy, precision, mistake and error. Okay. Right. Now, the next reading, the next one, classifications of error. Classifications of error. Actually, errors are classified as, here in this actually we have first one is systematic error, and second one is random error, and third one is it is gross error. Remember, error can be classified as, see, classifications, you write here, classifications of error, classifications of error. So in this classifications are, there are first one is systematic error, which we can say systematic error, and second random error, and third gross error. These are the errors. Sir, what is mean by systematic? And you remember, it is also very, very important for 2 marks. See, that is classifications also 2 marks. Classifications of errors are for it is IPE 2 marks, systematic error, random error, and gross error. So in case of a systematic, sir, what is mean by systematic? The systematic is nothing but you remember, these all are errors only, but in this error, the systematic is nothing but the error is arises. Remember, the error is arises. See, that definitely it follows a rule, and it is error is occurs. You remember, systematic error is nothing but the error is due to definite cause, and which follows a particular rule. This we can call as a systematic error. We'll see, systematic error is nothing but the error is arises, that we can say error is occurs, or error is due to definite cause, that we can say definite cause, and which follows rule, which follows a rules. So the error we can call systematic. That's what it is, a systematic. A systematic error is nothing but the error is due to a definite cause and which follows a particular rules. This is we can call as a systematic error. Systematic error. Actually, this is also very, very important for 2 marks. Separately it is systematic errors. And in this systematic error, again we have different types of systematic errors are there. In this, I'll give you, see, the systematic errors can be classified as, again, this is can be classified as like, the first one we can say it is a imperfection in experimental technique. You take first one in this, imperfection in experimental technique. And second, you go for a second one is environmental errors. See, I'll give you each and every statement also, environmental errors. Okay, environmental errors. And you go for a third one, that is a personal errors, personal, or we can say observational errors. Sir, what are these all? See, in general, systematic errors. You remember, systematic error is nothing but the error is due to a definite cause and which follows a particular rule. So again, in this systematic errors can be classified as, first one, imperfection in experimental technique. That means here, imperfection in experimental technique is nothing but see, while taking the readings or while we are doing the experiment, suppose in that experiment that instrument if we are not using in proper way, if we are not using the proper way to measure the value at a given place, so that there will be a error is occurs, error will get, so that we can call as a imperfectional experimental technique. That's what here, by taking the readings, okay, or we can say by you doing the experiment, if suppose we are not taking the reading in a proper way, or we are not using the instruments in the proper way, instruments are not using in the proper way, therefore there we may get the error which we can call imperfection experimental technique. Because we are not using the proper way instrument, then definitely we will get the error. Suppose if we use the proper way, therefore error can be minimized. That's what we can say. Error can be minimized if you use the experimental techniques, that we can say use the instrument in the proper way, therefore there it is to be error is minimizes. Okay, this is the imperfection. You go for a environmental errors. Environmental is nothing but a, see, while taking the while doing the experiment, any reading, any experiment, suppose related to current experiments or related to some temperature experiments, suddenly weather is changes. Suddenly weather is changes, suddenly temperature is increases, suddenly temperature is decreases. See, if it is environmental changes, suddenly suppose we are taking the related to current experiment, suddenly voltage is high or suddenly voltage is low. If may get voltage is high and low, there we may get the error, that we can call as an environmental error. And here, see, the environmental error can be minimized by using the high resolutions. See, that we can say using the high resolution power of a instrument. Yes, we can minimize. Coming to the personal errors. Personal is nothing but a, see, while taking the readings, suppose that we can say personal is nothing but our personal errors. See, we can say, suppose we are taking the reading, see, by using the one experiment, you take a one scale. Suppose the reading is between these two lines like this. See, if I take the reading, it may be between these two lines, the reading is we are getting like this. So, suppose you take here either this line or this line, we can take any one. So, instead of taking these two lines, you take this line, this we can say personal error. Personal error is nothing but it is an our errors, that we can say our observational error. To avoid observational errors, then we'll get the correct readings. Otherwise, we'll get the error. That's what you can say systematic error. Here it is the error is due to, that's what, error is due to definite cause and which follows a particular rules. It follows a particular rules. That's what error classification, systematic error classification, imperfection in experimental technique, and environmental errors, and personal or observational errors. So that's what imperfection is nothing but a, we are not using the proper way instrument, and your environmental is nothing but a suddenly changes climate, or you say some current related problems if we are taking, therefore there also voltage high and low, then we'll get the error. And your personal is nothing but it is an our personal, it is an observational error. To avoid this all, then error can be minimized. See, error can be minimized by using the high resolution power of an instrument. Error can be minimized, that we can say error can be minimized by using the high resolution power of an instrument. And the error, and you remember, error also can be minimized by using the instruments in the proper way, without any mistake, arrangements in the instrument. Therefore, error can be minimized. Not only that, personal error can be minimized to avoid our personal biases. Avoid our personals. If you avoid, then we'll get without any errors. So this is for 2 marks question. What is systematic error? And what are the types of systematic error? There are 3 types of systematic errors. And how we can minimize the systematic error? Yes, we can minimize the systematic error by using the high resolution power of an instrument is one. And second, by using the proper way, the instruments are using the proper way. Third one, that is error can be minimized if you avoid our personal biases. While taking the readings, therefore error can be minimized. Error can be minimized. So this is we can say classifications of error. In that first one is systematic error, and it is to be finished. Fine? Yeah. So we will move to second one, that is random error. You go for a random Sir, what is a random error? See, in this classifications of errors, second one, you take second one is random error. See, this error actually, see, suddenly error is due to sudden disturbance. Error is due to suddenly disturbed or sudden fluctuations. So the error arises, that is we can say random error. You remember, error is due to the sudden disturbance or fluctuations in the experiment. Okay. Same, the error, this error also related to same like in systematic error. Say suddenly environmental changes, suddenly voltage changes while taking the experiment or while taking the readings. See, there it is to be, sometimes it may be happens, sudden changes, that error occurs is nothing but a random error. You remember, suddenly changes, suddenly fluctuations, suddenly happens. So this we can call random error. The random error is nothing but the error is due to, we can take like this statement, the error is due to, that is the error is, it is becomes due to sudden, okay, sudden disturbance or fluctuation in the experiment, okay, in the experiment or experimental arrangement. This we can say random error. Okay, the random error is, the error is due to the sudden disturbance or fluctuations, which we can say random error. Right? Yeah, coming to the that is the third one, gross error. Gross error, GROSS, gross error. See, this error is arises due to improper use of instrument. Improper use of instrument is nothing but a gross error. Improper, we are not using in the proper way. We are not using in the proper way, there it is to be error is arises. So this is about a gross error, improper use. We are not using in the proper way, then there we may get the gross error. So like these are the types and these are the classifications of errors. Okay, see, the error can be minimizes, that's what here, errors can be minimizes by using the instruments in the proper way, and by taking the readings, avoid a personal biases, and here without any disturbance, sudden disturbances also, if not there, then will not get the any error. So this is the classifications of errors. Okay, the error is a gross error, that we can say gross error is nothing but the error is arises due to improper use. Clear? Right, coming to the, in this error actually we have other also is there, that is like see, we can take error can be minimizes by taking a number of readings, then error can be minimizes, so that we can say that is a mean value, like we can say okay. Actually, types of errors or quantity approach, we can call types of error or quantity approach. I will tell you little related to this quantity approach or types of errors. See, error I told you very clear in the previous discussion. Error we may get positive or negative, it may be positive or negative, and here the error can be minimizes. See, we can minimizes. Let us, we have different methods, that is one we can say true value or mean value. True or mean, nothing but a what? true or mean is nothing but if you take a more number readings, suppose you take a more number readings with an instrument, suppose you are taking a 6 readings, therefore you divide with 6, then we'll get the mean or a true value, mean or a true value. That is the one. And second is there absolute errors. So the absolute error is also same. That is absolute errors are always positive. I'll give you a detailed explanation here. Absolute error is nothing but a delta A. That is the delta A is nothing but a, you say, it is the magnitude of difference between the true value and each measured value. True and each measured value is nothing but a, we can call absolute error. And next one is there that we can say mean absolute error. Again same mean in the sense is that all absolute errors, you take all absolute errors, add all absolute errors and divide by the number. Suppose you are adding a 4 absolute errors, then you divide with 4, then the error is nothing but a mean absolute error. And you remember mean absolute error also same issue, there is will not get a negative. Absolute error and mean absolute error is always positive, but error is negative or positive. Whereas the absolute error and mean absolute errors are always will get only positive, because we are taking the different, magnitude. While we are taking the magnitude, it is always gives the positive only. And coming to the next one, see, we'll see the next one is let us relative error. The relative error is nothing but the ratio of mean absolute error to mean value. Mean absolute error to mean value, that we can call relative error. And the last but not least, that is a quantity approach or types of errors, we can say percentage